right before we get into the inn section.
More food.
Stick!
Oh my god. That's all you're gonna go around saying. It's just
Stick.
He's gonna run around in some mad battle. I have a stick!
Did you want to take a picture?
Critical hit, instantly kill. Oh no, that's not what it's supposed to happen. Yo, Dungeon Master, what if I get a critical success with my stick?
Well, I'm not quite sure what would happen. It's a stick.
Get a critical success, nothing happens. Oh yeah, so people who are like in the raid, Morty is starting our like thingy in like 3 to 4 weeks, cause she has so few people in front. So
What?
She said Morty, the person I commissioned,
Oh,
she's gonna start in 3 to 4 weeks. So when she sends me the sketch, I'm gonna send it here and make sure you guys are okay with it.
Okay.
And if you aren't, suck it up. I poke Z.
I drew a picture of us, Dan.
Let me see. I'm a motherfucking lizard. I'm a motherfucking lizard. Oh my god, size difference. Good god. Bro, I can just sit on your shoulders and just be like, okay, we got this. You do the fighting, I'll heal you. I'll feed you fucking berries.
I hate your fucking berries.
They restore.
Not care for those berries.
They restore 1 hit point.
You don't need to pause, you should be happy.
I will chuck them at everyone in this fucking group, like, eat your berries.
Well, hey, your tail grows back, right?
No. You will not have grilled or sauteed tail. Or boiled, or any form of cooking.
Fuck it, I'll eat it raw.
I fucking knew there would be that one person. The Final Fantasy X music stuck in my song. This goes on.
You are pink, right?
Hmm?
You are pink, right?
I think.
Yes, you think.
I drew you as a pink lizard with your stick, and you just wrapped some of your fucking holly around it.
Actually, why don't I just do that? I just need to find a staff.
That is your staff. It's a stick.
God, this is not magical at all. It's just your normal.
You have to realize,
stick.
staffs are like 5 feet long, right?
I will need to find a carpenter.
I have a quarter staff that's 5 feet long. Well,
How do you know how long your weapons are or whatever?
Roasted.
Well, most weapons are about 5 feet long. The only exception being lances, which are probably about 8 feet, because they actually have a 10-foot range. Yeah, except short swords, which is probably about like 3 feet long.
Short swords are longer than Danio,
Yep.
so they're really his broadswords then.
Fuck it, I'll just find a book. I'm a scholar anyway. Just read.
Broadsword's a claymore to him.
Rip.
Anything longer is just a huge spear.
It's a huge
It's really
chunk of
long.
metal.
He wouldn't be able to lift up anything bigger.
My strength is only 10. Okay.
He'd be dragging it behind him, barely moving.
Meanwhile, we're sleepy.
You're like Scaly Lala.
Kill me. I wonder. If I can find. If I can find a
No,
more
Sleepy.
spellbook set.
No, don't be alone.
Is that like a magical item or something?
It's a common item. It's a scroll. It's a spellbook that contains detect secret doors, fog cloud, grease, invisibility, resist energy, shocking grasp, and silent image. It's worth 160 gold pieces. If I can find that, I'm set.
I don't even know if Zed can read very well.
Yeah, no, you can read. General rule of thumb is if you can speak it, you can read it.
Okay, because I mean my intelligence. I got a -1 modifier.
Yet you're in search of knowledge.
That's why.
I mean, she has a pretty big wisdom.
I do, yeah, I do. Have
Nice
pretty good
wisdom.
actually. My wisdom's like 14.
My wisdom's
Same.
14. I'm a rogue.
You're a ranger.
My wisdom's 15.
Oh, there is such a thing as a spellbook. But it's
Yeah.
only for well, it's essential for wizards.
I'll be right back.
But for my size, I just carry the book. I will smack people with this book.
Can you even lift it above your head?
Maybe. Use it as an umbrella. There's benefits of being small. One of them being, it's very hard to hit me. But knowing me, I'd probably trip.
Trip over your stick.
Oh my god. I'm really interested how this fucking wand is gonna be tomorrow. Well, you know what I mean.
Stick? Not
The
a
stick
lot.
that he's gonna tie Holly around.
Oh my god.
He probably just went outside and picked one up off the ground.
It's gonna be like his turn. He's gonna try casting a spell and it's nothing.
Snaps in half, like, oh. Good to know I can't fucking deal with it. I have rope and hempen at 50 feet. We know what to do.
What?
I have 50 feet of rope. I got this. So is druidic focus like a consumable or just like a skill?
Michael's not even a computer right now.
This little bitch.
All right, what's up?
Hi. So is druidic focus, is it a consumable?
No.
Oh, so it's just a thing you can have.
Yep, it's a thing you can have that will basically replace any material. Yeah, any material that you would need to cast a spell.
But how many times can I use it?
As many times as you want. Yeah, the owl is
Fuck, why don't I
Jess.
have this little
I told you that before.
How did I fucking know?
Yeah, you can use your
You
druidic.
really do gotta pay attention when we're doing this stuff.
I am. I didn't. It's just one thing.
Yeah, your druidic focus can be used in substitute of any material that you would need to cast a spell. And
I mean,
it's
I knew that. I just didn't know that you can reuse it because
Oh,
it looked like
yeah.
you could remove it. Which is why I know I'm paying attention.
yeah, no, yeah, you get it has basically an unlimited amount of uses. All right, is everybody back?
Lizard got a stick.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so we're back. So we are we just went through a majority of Port Nyanzaru. We went to uh, the the Great Sulk where you guys bought some weapons or a stick, and you traveled down to the Gladiator where Ryan almost forcefully put himself right in the middle of a battle.
No regrets.
No, no regrets. And you guys, you guys went down to the giant temple here, which you guys did not find the name of, but asked for some directions, which led you to the Red Bazaar. So you guys are now just about to enter, or already entering, the Thundering Lizard, where there's a bunch of stuff going on. There's Tabaxi singing, dwarfs drinking, Choltians, working the inn, and it's just a big old ball of fun. So, what do you guys do as you walk into this area?
Barkeep, flagon of mead for me.
I sit on her shoulder and agree.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna walk up and find out how much it's gonna be to stay for a night.
Okay. So yeah, so you guys are trying to flag down a waiter, because it's pretty hustling and bustling right now. It's getting towards the end of the day. Everybody's trying to retire to their inn, and the waiter's just kind of like, yeah, sit anywhere. I'll be with you in just a moment. So you guys kind of look around, and off in the corner, there's a table just big enough for the six of you. So I'm assuming you guys all go sit down at the table.
Hey, do you got a booster seat for my lizard friend here?
Uh, the the waiter kind of looks at you like quizzically, and just kind of like goes back to what he was doing, because he's got like food in one hand, he's got ale in the other, and he's just kind of like, you'll figure it out. So you guys walk up. Yeah. So you guys walk up to this table, and you're there probably about like 5 minutes, and the waiter comes up to you and he goes, "Sorry about that. I was very busy at the moment, but what can I get for you guys?"
What's on the menu?
Well,
Menu?
there's not necessarily a menu, but I mean this is a harbor, so I mean we do have plenty of fish, all sorts of fish if you wanted that. We don't have much in the way of other meat, as lizard meat tends to be rather tough and unsavory. He kind of he's kind of like looking at everybody, and he sees you twitch, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, not lizard food, but I mean, we got fruit. We got Tej, which is our local beer. I mean, it's a fermented drink made out of honey. It's very very common and very popular here in Cholt. I can offer you guys some of that if you wish.
I'll take some, and I'll have some trout to go with that. No need to cook the fish, though.
No, uncooked fish. That's quite rare, but okay. I will talk to the cook and see what can I get for everybody else.
I'm gonna get a mug of the fermented honey.
Tej,
and
definitely. Can I
Tej.
can I assume one for everybody?
Yes, for me.
I know.
But a chance, do you have it in smaller cups?
Well, I mean, the smallest we have is a mug. I mean, it's our smallest. I mean, pretty. Yeah, it might be a little bit big for you, but I think you can finish it.
Perfect.
Lizard's gonna
Is
die
it
of
half
alcohol
as tall
poisoning.
as him?
No, not quite. I mean, it's not that tall. It's about a regular average mug.
I twitch at Zid.
I just kind of chuckle at my own joke.
The fucking sounds.
I quote Android 16 for the birds.
All right. Well, one raw fish and a round of Tej coming right up. As the waiter.
Oh, as he leaves, I shout out to him. How about some bread?
All right, will do. As he walks off. And so about maybe like 5 more minutes go by, maybe 7 minutes, and he comes back and he has his a whole plate full of 6 mugs of Tej. As he passes it all around to you, he goes, "Well, try it. Go on." And you guys each try the Tej, and as you try, I mean, you get a very strong taste of honey, but afterwards it kind of has a like an earthy kind of taste to it. Maybe some other herb might be in there, but I mean, I would assume it would taste fairly good. Um, and he as you done taking your first sip, he kind of looks around at you guys and smiles and nods, and he's like, "All right, I'll be just back with the bread." And he leaves, and it starts to get a little bit louder. The music starts to be really bumping. Everybody's had quite the amount of alcohol this night, and uh, and so it starts to get a little loud. But he comes back with the bread and the fish, and he goes, "Here is your bread that you requested, sir, and the fish raw for you." And as he hands you the raw fish.
Thanks, friend. I was wondering if we could shave off some of the bill by way of me performing. I have some skill with the lyre.
Well, I mean, we don't really pay the performers. They usually come here looking for compensation of their own, which usually the visitors give. Maybe you can acquire some from other visitors like yourself.
Wait, hang on. So are they like those mariachi people that go around and play at tables?
Uh, Not really. I mean, there's a stage where they play, and there's people going up and tipping them coins.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay, I'll do that.
I look at Zine and stare. I refuse to dance.
But you're the
Well, with
dancing
those
lizard.
claws, I can see why not.
I refuse to dance with a stick either.
rolls a persuasion, rolls a nat 20. Look who's dancing.
You could, but
Do it. Do it.
Wait, who's rolling persuasion?
You.
Me? No, I gotta save my RNG for my performance. Roll persuasion.
I cast. Oh, first I look at all the food and I squint a little bit before casting Purify Food and Drink.
Don't cast dead magic afterwards.
I center it at the middle of the table so the radius around is weird.
Okay. So, as you cast Purify Food and Drink, you notice that the Tej, which was an amber colored drink, starts to turn clear.
Oh my god.
I made it all water!
Oh man, looks like you're getting the next round.
Oh.
Water now?
I
I
start
knew exactly what was gonna happen.
aggressively tearing into my fish like a bird of prey.
Vance goes to. He looks at it. He's just. He takes
I
the
dump it on the lizard.
the mag. You take up the mug and you get it taste a little bit, and it tastes very similar to water.
Alright, I'm gonna just
I
reach
just-
over and dump it on the lizard.
He's not happy.
You dump the water on top of both the owl and the lizards on her shoulder.
I just feel the form.
Yeah, I'm still on his shoulder.
I just get up and walk towards the other tavern.
Towards the other tavern. Oh God.
On the bad news, none of you are poisoned.
Well, as Reyna starts to get up, there is give me 1 second. Let me find this real fast. There's a woman that walks up to you. She's kind of got like an afro thing going on. Where is?
What?
What does that sound?
Robert, I think.
What?
We hear your TV. You turn sound.
Oh, my bad. I thought I had it kept pretty low so where you couldn't.
No, we hear everything.
Here we go.
Really?
So there's an older woman that walks up to you, obvious Cholton. She's got the dark skin, and she has black hair. She's kind of got like an afro kind of like thing going on. She has accessories, like little trinkets and necklace, some gold rings. She looks very not rich, but you could tell that she is wealthy indeed. And she comes up to you guys and she goes, "Well, I have quite the guests here in my inn. My name is Abati, and what do I owe the pleasure of you guys being here?"
I stare at her, trying to think of something to say.
I'm still pissed about the water.
I continue walking.
I'm gonna ask her what it costs to stay for a night.
Well, that doesn't quite tell me what you're doing here, but I guess I can tell you how much it costs to stay here. It costs 5 silver pieces for a bed for 1 night.
As I'm sitting on Zed's shoulder, Zed's, fuck, I immediately have an epiphany and then realize, by any chance, have you heard any rumors about a mysterious disease going around?
Disease? Well, I mean, there are many diseases out in the jungle that sometimes people catch, but I mean, no disease out of the ordinary.
No, could you maybe specify these diseases?
Yes, give me 1 second here. Here we are. Well, yes, I mean, the most common diseases that we have around here are shivering sickness and oh man, the awful throat leeches. Very, very awful.
Throat leeches?
Yes, mostly acquired from drinking contaminated water from the river.
I blink a bit and ask, where's this water received from?
Well, I mean, it is it is a tropical forest. So, I mean, it does rain quite often, but I mean, it is the river is downstream, so it's heading towards us. So probably from the mountains somewheres where it probably originates.
I blink some more curiously, and then look back at all of my fucking people just complaining about their water.
Because it wasn't water before.
It was alcohol. It would have killed the leeches.
But are you dead?
But are you dead?
I get a from Fall Rain.
No, but I'm not drunk either.
Yeah. I asked the proprietor if she's heard of any odd rumors going around of people acting strangely or not themselves as of late.
I hold on to my pen and quill and my notebook and begin to write whatever.
Well, I mean, we do have the occasional person who goes crazy from the heat and dehydration, but I mean, nothing other than that. I mean, is something going on that you know about?
I
Just rumors that we've heard.
I blink curiously and motion toward my sacket of money. Are you sure that you don't know anything at all?
Roll a perception check.
Perception.
Persuasion.
Persuasion, sorry. Persuasion.
Oh, Z!
You're
That's all you get.
Zed is
That was
not the
what you were
one.
asking.
Yeah.
Pretty
Damn it.
everything.
Okay. Let's see here.
Fuck Jay is right.
D20. Fuck all you.
The last two make absolutely nothing.
Yeah, honestly.
Well, I mean, there is one thing that I have heard about. The Order of the Gauntlet came here recently to cleanse the jungle of undead. They lost one of their encampments not too long ago, though. From what I hear, they're just barely hanging on to another one. I see their emissaries all the time, heading up the river of uh, Sashantar in canoes to get more supplies and Templars from Port Nyanzaru.
I look back at the group. Do you think this might be a sign?
Question.
Uh-huh.
If I continued walking, did I overhear her say I'm dead?
No. You were long gone.
I'm gone. Cool.
You're out of there.
I asked the proprietor, what of the golden temple in town? What's there?
Oh, you mean the Hall of Gold just east of here? Yes, that is actually a temple where we worship the god Joaquin. He is very uh, a giftful god. It has to do with blessing trade and wealth mainly.
Wait, hang on, talking about Joaquin as in Jared?
No, it's Waukeeen. It's very similar.
I was like, oh my god, we're worshiping Jared.
We're worshiping Jared.
I start to question if having that servant around back from the original location, that mansion, could have been useful right about now.
Rip. And so she asks, so she gets a question. She goes, well, I can assume you guys are all adventurers, maybe looking for something?
I look at the group, thinking, should we tell?
I asked her if she's ever heard of the mystical stones of Eon.
Stones of
One track
Eon.
mind, this one is.
Wants them stones.
Apparently.
Well,
Like shiny.
I can't say I've heard of anything quite like that. Is it maybe beyond these borders in the forest, maybe? If so, there are guides looking for hire. Maybe one of them might know, or at least be able to uh, help guide you in the forest and look for these stones.
I tip over the water mug.
I'm gonna get another flagon of Tage?
Tage.
Taint?
Tage.
Yes, we're gonna get a flogging of Tate over here.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, if you require more drink, I'll go ahead and flag the waiter over. As she takes off, and the waiter brings you another mug of Tej.
I'm gonna drink this one before Dan can fucking start purifying it.
Actually, I don't think he has any more spells.
I shrug and mention, oh, I couldn't possibly cast another thing today. I'm purposely worn out, etc. I already used my 2 spells.
Oh my god.
I still have magic berries. I have 5 of them left.
Okay. Well, Reyna and Paul, or Reyna and Vance
Paul.
walk.
Oh,
Paul.
Did you get Paul?
I saw Reyna pee, and then I don't know for some reason they said Paul.
Paul Bart.
So Reyna and Vance walked away just before the inn, the person who owns the inn, uh, came up to you guys. So they walk away, and I'm assuming you guys are looking for the other inn.
That's what I was doing.
Also, like nourishment, something like that.
Yeah. So you guys walk around for a little bit, and you see a sign for Kaya's House of Repose. So you guys head in. It's more of a, it's got, it's got a regular door. It doesn't have a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex skull for an entrance. But
Before I enter, I pull my coat back up.
you put your clothes back on.
Well, it's just my topper. That's all it is.
Okay. So you put your clothes back on, and you guys walk in the inn, and it's it's pretty somber. There are people. There are a few people there, probably maybe like 10. They're drinking what you could probably assume to be Tej, is the popular local drink. As you walk in, a lady from behind the bar says, "Welcome to Kaya's. Please take a seat. What can I get for you, friends?"
This is a female. Just a round of drinks, please.
Well, of course. Here, I'll whip it up for you. And she goes behind the bar, and she pours 2 mugs of Tej and hands it to you guys. And she goes, "Well, what do you?" She hands it to you guys, and she goes, "Well, what can I do for you? What brings you to Kaya's?"
I ask her, so what is the price for living here, or a room?
Well, living. I mean, how many nights do you plan on staying? Exactly?
I look at Raina with a confused look, like, how long are we gonna be here?
You're the one that asked her. How much is a night?
Well, one night for one bed cost you 1 gold piece. But I mean, it does come with a complimentary food. So you would get dinner and breakfast. But it's a very, very nice, nice, room. It's very quiet here. You're definitely sure to get a good night's rest.
How many rooms are available?
Well, we have about 10, and there's currently 3 people staying here, so we got definitely enough room for both of you.
I hand her a gold piece and ask where
Same.
my room would be.
Yes, so you guys will just head up the stairs, and you will be in room 6, as she points to you, Reyna, and you will be in room 7, Vance, as she points to you, Vance. It's up the stairs to your right. They are numbered. You can't miss them.
Thank you. I just said thank you.
You said it was pretty late in the day, right?
Yeah, it's probably around like 8 or 9 right now.
Okay.
It's definitely
I go to scope out my room.
dusk.
Look around.
I order some dinner.
Okay, so you order dinner, and she gives you the local soup that is on the special for today. And so you went to go look around your room,
Yeah.
Ryan?
What amenities this place has.
Wait, what was it?
And what amenities this place has?
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's very proper inn. I mean it's got a few pictures of the forest area. It looks well kept together. There are tablecloths on the tables. I mean there isn't really much to do. It's just an inn with a little bar.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm assuming you guys just retire to your rooms after you eat.
Actually, I asked her if there have been any weird rumors lately or anything out of the ordinary that she's heard or seen.
Sure. Let's see.
Don't like that sound.
Yes. Well, I mean, uh, tell you a little bit of history about Choltz, but it has had many kings and queens, but none are more beautiful than Queen Zalkori. Thousands of warriors killed and died for her, but the only memorial of her reign is the garden palace of Nagalore, which lies near the eastern shore of the river of Oolong, north of Lake Luau.
I'm not gonna memorize those fucking names.
Right.
Why you write it down in notes?
That's why I do.
What was it called again?
So the memorial is a garden palace of Nagalore. Here, I'll just do this.
And that's what she told me when I asked if there were any strange rumors.
That's what she told you. She she said, I don't really have any strange rumors, but I can tell you a little bit about our past.
Can I see if she's hiding anything? Maybe
Uh,
she actually knows anything?
yeah, you want to roll an insight check?
Yeah. This will be weird. Insight. Fuck.
Nope, she is 100% telling the truth. not hiding a thing.
Yeah, I retired to my room.
All right. Um,
She tried.
she did try. Yeah. Okay. So they retired to their room. What about you guys over in the Thundering Lizard?
I'm gonna perform to shave some money off our bill.
Okay.
I don't have any sound files for that, guys. Sorry.
Go ahead and roll me a performance check.
Bar fight, bar fight, bar.
Oh, you rolled. Okay, I didn't hear it. That was weird. It didn't go off.
You're weird.
Okay, so a 10. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you get up there. I mean, there's a couple people that come up and are clapping and kind of dancing to your music. Not a whole lot though, just a couple. And they toss in a few coins, and uh, you get 15 silver pieces, which is basically equivalent to 1 gold and 5 silver pieces.
Hey.
I look at Zeeb as she plays on her lute, or whatever the hell you call that. What was it called? A lead?
Lear.
A leer. And I look at my my scythe, my sickle, but scythe for lizards. I get off and I try to support her in order to get more money by dancing.
Okay,
So
go and
you're,
give me a
like,
performance
waving your
check.
sickle around.
Pole dancing with my sickle.
Oh my god. Give me a performance check.
This is gonna be so fucking dumb.
One.
Oh!
I mean, not bad, not bad.
One performance.
There's so 10 in total. Yeah, I mean, not bad. Some people are a little weirded out. They're not quite sure why there's a 2 foot tall lizard dancing with a sickle, but yeah, I mean, there's a couple of really drunk, like super smashed, like
Hey
Choltians
man,
that
this is
come
a
up.
thundering blizzard. We don't come here for standards, alright?
There's a couple of like really drunk Choltians that come up to you and they're like, "Yeah, woo!" They drop 5 more silver pieces to you guys.
I blink and look back at Z. The things they'll do for just 5 minutes of some simulation.
Life is full of ephemeral experiences, and you haven't truly lived if you haven't chased them once.
Or pole dance with a scythe.
Or pole dance with the sign. Jesus. All the while, what is Thimir doing this whole time? He's just sitting there, just like.
I guess I've
Drinking
just
his
been
water.
watching. I'm gonna call over a waiter and I guess pay for my room and retire.
Okay, so 5 silver pieces. Are you gonna pay for any of the drinks or?
I'll pay for mine and the people who walked off.
All right, so it's
So,
two,
what does that
4,
cost?
6. So 5 silver pieces and 6 copper pieces.
Rip.
Conversions.
Wait,
I could
so
do
earn,
it.
like, a total.
I can do it for
Okay.
you if you'd like.
I had a question.
Yeah.
Did I earn a total of 2 gold since my first performance was 15 silver pieces?
Yes. Yeah. You earned a total of 2 gold.
Yay!
So that leaves
Yeah.
me with 14 gold, 4 silver, and 6 copper.
Sounds about right.
Okay then. I'll go ahead and retire to my room then.
Alrighty.
Alright, I'll settle the dinner bill for what's left.
Okay. Let's see. So you get those two is 2, 4, 6. Yeah, this will be 1 silver piece for everything.
For the fish, the bread, and the.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So that's 16 gold and 9 silver pieces?
No, just 1 silver piece.
Like what I have left.
Oh yeah.
Okay, alright. Well, I bid my new lizard friend adieu as I go find a good branch to sleep on for the night.
So you're not gonna sleep in a room?
I blink a bit as Zed leaves me 2 feet tall on the stage with a bunch of very drunk individuals just staring up.
I'm an Arakoa. I don't like sleeping in buildings.
Okay, so you go flap your wings outside, probably on top of the building.
Well, see, there's this nice big tree right here. Bam.
Okay. Okay. All right. So Anorak, what are you doing this whole time?
Just sitting, watching the people, observing as everything is going on. Once they retire to their rooms, I pay for my room and retire to mine.
Okay, so 5 silver pieces there. I'm assuming Danny, you retire to your room as well.
Maybe. Trying to think.
Before I leave, I tell Dan, Daramir, and Anorak to find me at the tree across the way in the woods.
All right.
I shyly walk up to the bartender and ask for a 1 night stay, and ask if they can provide tiny footstools.
Well, I mean, we have plenty of rooms available for you for 5 silver pieces, but no footstools, unfortunately.
Do you by chance have? I stutter as I try to think. Well, that'll do. I say as I look away in embarrassment and provide 5 silver pieces onto the counter.
Alrighty. Okay, so you guys retire to your room. The people who are staying at the Thundering Lizard, I need you guys to roll a Constitution check.
You weaklings still have to sleep in a room in general.
We're sorry we're not birds.
I ain't paying for shit. The world is my home, bitch.
And the guard comes up and arrests you.
Oh god.
For being in a tree.
Oh Jesus Christ, Robert.
I swear to God, if I get fucking
man.
herpes from this place, I'm done.
Get those
Alright.
whatever.
Wait. Damn purified what?
Wait, do I roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to roll Constitution.
Oh no. Come on, give me this shit.
We're all silent, just waiting for it.
Okay.
13 feet past.
Alright. Okay, so you guys wake up from your rest. Now Theramir and Danu, you guys got an alright night's sleep. I mean, you guys went to bed kind of late and it was pretty loud. So I mean, you guys you're kind of tired. But you're good enough to carry on. Anorak, on the other hand, he didn't get any sleep at all. It was way too loud for him, and I think maybe, I don't know, maybe somebody slipped him something after the purification. Not sure, but he has 1 level of exhaustion. So basically, you have disadvantage on all ability checks for the rest of the day.
How about our spell slots? Are they reset?
Yes, yeah, your spell slots are reset.
So, am I awake then, though?
Yeah, everybody's awake.
I missed my
We
way to
slept
the last bit.
perfectly fine.
Yeah, you guys slept perfectly fine because you're in a non-rowdy, quiet, peaceful inn.
I
How
knocked
about
on.
tree bird woman over here? Did he fall off?
How did the bird sleep?
I mean, Zed's.
More wise Eriko is perch, so.
Yeah, I mean,
Bitch.
that's how he normally sleeps. So I mean, slept just fine.
Read my lore, biznatch.
I basically just go knock on Raina's
But-
door, tell her I'm going to the stalls if she wants to follow.
Yeah, I follow.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Technically, I didn't sleep. I don't need sleep. I'm an elf.
That is true. They
I
only
have
do, what,
trance.
4 hours of meditation or something.
Exactly.
Do that.
Remaining semi-conscious for 4 hours a day.
Right, which you couldn't achieve because it was way too loud.
Meditate.
Well, shit.
But you said sleep.
But you said you didn't sleep. You tried to meditate. But
don't
which
believe
you
what I think
couldn't-
is going on.
Which you couldn't do because it was way too loud and way too rambunctious.
Is there any way to get rid of it?
Exhaustion?
Yeah.
Sleep.
Another 8
Sleep.
hours.
Give them take a nap.
Okay, so Vance and Reyna are heading to the stalls. They're just leaving you fools behind. They're not even gonna
We got
try to
them on our own
rendezvous.
time.
We know where they're at.
Yeah, good luck trying to get anything done with the edgelord who runs off to the Coliseum shirtless.
Shirtless.
It's hot.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
not hot, you're just weak.
Wow,
So I
rude.
don't have feathers to keep me cool.
All right, so you guys walk up to the Grand Sock, and Ryan, I'm assuming you go to retrieve your quarterstaff.
Yes.
All right, so you get back a +1 quarterstaff.
Hey. Manage items.
All right, what about the rest of you guys? What are you doing?
I'm gonna go get my.
What do you wish to do?
I stopped by the inn to check up on my companions, see if they're up.
Yeah.
Which I assume everybody is.
Yeah, they're up. Theramir and Danny, they look normal, all right. And Anorak is just kind of like he's a little drowsy over there. But
Alright. Alright, friends. Ready to go
I
back
need
to
to
the
go
market
get
and
my
get that stick.
that stick.
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess I'll go with them to fetch it.
All right. So yeah, so you guys go to the Grand Sock as well. And um, you guys go back to the woodmaker, the carpenter, and he instantly recognizes you. He goes, "Oh, you're back already so soon. I'm assuming you're here for your wand, was it?"
I stare at the carpenter and say, 5 silver is what it was for, correct?
Yes, yes, that's correct. That's correct. Here, I have it ready for you. As he hands you,
Branch.
he hands you it, it it kind of it's basically what it is. It's a club that he shaved down the handle so you can hold it in your hand, but it's more or less the size of a club. Not exactly a stick. And he hands it to you, and he goes, "Here, I thought this would be much more practical for fighting than a stick."
I blink at the club and then look back and say, this is perfect.
This
And then
is
proceed.
perfect.
And then proceed to check its sturdiness by hitting my own foot very lightly.
Yeah, I mean it's a solid piece of wood. I mean you can definitely hit some baddies with it and it wouldn't break.
How
Is
long
that-
is it though?
Well, since he had to whittle down the handle, it's still it's still taller than him, but it's probably like maybe 2.5, 3 feet, somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
it's just full on. It's no longer a quarterstaff. It's just a staff.
Well, it's a club, but yeah,
You got a
No, that's
staff,
for his
Danny.
height. That's a staff.
yeah, for his height, yeah.
You got a staff, Danny.
So I
Um,
got a staff. That's what I got.
no, you got a club, so add a club to your inventory.
Club plus
Because
one or
it's
just
not
club?
Just a club.
because it's not the proper length, right, or something like that.
Yeah.
That's why it's not a staff. It's just a club.
See what this club does. Bludgeoning damage.
Tie some mistletoe around it. See what it does.
Hey, it has the properties light, so I win. Fucking reach 5 feet.
Motherfucking
Can I
re.
start asking around the market about like any rumors or weird
Yeah.
things going on?
Yeah, let's take a look here. Uh, uh, yeah, so you go around asking if anybody has heard of anything weird or just information kind of in general, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, one of the merchants, they that you asked, like, well, I have an interesting bit of information, not necessarily weird or maybe anything that might be um, groundbreaking, but I heard that you have to purchase a charter of exploration at the Fort Beleriand before undertaking any jungle expedition. Otherwise, the Flaming Fist will will punish you if you don't have the correct paperwork.
Where was that place again? At the what?
Flaming Fist. Oh, Jesus.
Where's that fort?
We gonna find out.
Well, Raina's gonna find out. We're still wandering probably in a different part of the marketplace.
Yeah, I asked him who the flaming fists are.
I look at my stick in amazement.
The Flaming Fist are a military force from Baldur's Gate that have come here to set up a camp, more or less. And as the merchant says the word camp, they kind of get like an angry look, more or less, and they kind of grit their teeth as they describe the Flaming Fist to you.
And I asked for directions to Fort. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce Baluari.
Let me see.
Lorian?
Nope.
I tried.
I look at my stick.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm assuming you hand him the map that was given to you earlier.
Yes.
Yeah. So he hands you the map, and he says, "Oh, well, it is already here, marked on your map. It is just northeast of Port Nyanzaru, in the Bay of Cholt."
Where? Oh, where?
Just northeast
Okay.
of the port. You see it there?
Yep.
Yeah. 'Tis where the fort be. What? Where do you get that Heart of Darkness from? Ryan? Ryan.
Shit, I was muted. Okay, so do we have to take that into it's in my background? It's part of how when I made the character.
Uh-huh.
Do we have to take? I was just curious. Do we have to take that into? Or we have to do anything with that when I talk to someone because of that?
Yeah, I'll take that into consideration.
Okay. I just saw that because I was looking through my character because it was a while since I made it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys are chilling in the Palace of Sulk. What do you guys wish to do for today?
Oh, go ahead.
No, go for it.
Well, fine. Are Vance and I still same area?
I thought so.
Yeah, everybody's at the Grand Sulk at the moment.
Okay. I let him know what I found out.
Together.
Shut up. I head over. I'm talking to the fort.
Okay, so you want to head over to the fort?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you wish to tell anybody else, or do you just
I don't know where the hell they are.
Well,
Grab your shoulder and look straight at you and your back.
there they are.
Get him and then continue walking with him on my shoulder.
Oh my gosh, so he's just gonna walking, not say nothing.
Are the rest around?
Yeah, no, everybody's gathered around.
She said
You
that
guys
she
are all
told us
together.
What she found.
Yeah. Well, I said Vance, but if everyone else is around, then yes, I told all of you guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look into getting a charter of exploration for us.
I whispered, "Do you want some berries?"
I am good, thank you.
Want some berry?
He's just hop from shoulder to shoulder asking people if they want berries.
Want some berry?
Like that. Want Want some berry?
Want some
I
berry?
save, because it's been over 24 hours, my good berries no longer have the initial effects, but they're still berries, nevertheless, so I just hold on to them in my packet. Just to throw them at people.
He's gonna be our little monkey that throws his own poo.
I look back at at the little commentating troll and chuck one of the berries at his forehead.
I catch it in my mouth and flip him the bird.
Oh, I asked everyone who was at the Lizard Inn if they found anything out. I wasn't there.
I tilt my
Anything
head
interesting?
slowly.